Built on the side of the old Gator Bowl and incorporating a few pieces of that former stadium in its design, this is Everbank Stadium, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Tonight, we'll get a prime-time preseason matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Cam Little out for the opening kick. And we're off from Jacksonville. On the return, here comes Xavier Legette. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. And now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the first player picked in the 2023 NFL Draft from Alabama. It's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion, and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback, that high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Young on the play action. Now here he goes. This one doesn't get much. Down to the 41. Devin Lloyd on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Young working from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
2nd down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
A gain of a yard makes it
3rd and long for him here. All right, Legette makes the ground. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. So that right there, Brock, exactly what you want to start off a contest.
Opening drives are such tone setters. You come out flat as a group, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, but here they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
Austin Seibert on to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jaguars nothing.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here comes the Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. And bringing them out to former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
The promise and the potential, well, they've been with Lawrence his whole football life. From high school in Georgia to stardom at Clemson, and even a playoff run in Jacksonville. It's just consistency. Week in and week out will be the next step for Trevor in his career.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, Lawrence finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now an inside give to Walker. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. At the
Play action. Lawrence made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Connection made to the rookie from Washington. We got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, 4th down. So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. 4th down. Here's Lawrence. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. They'll work against the blitz. On the move, past the 40. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
A gain of 19 yards.
Out of the gun, Young has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 14-yard line.
Shotgun give now to Dowell. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. That's McMillan with the catch out left. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Tenerola McMillan that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Now on comes Austin Seibert for the field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Seibert's kick is up and good. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
Well, how about that? He gets to add a field goal to his extra point. And 2 series in, he knows he's played a big role in this one.
He fields it from the 8. He dodged the tackle. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. 2nd drive coming up for the Jacksonville offense. The turnover on downs only led to 3. Obviously better than a touchdown, but enough to rattle them a bit as they return to the field. Lawrence with it on 1st. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
They give up the gut to Walker. No look there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. The Carolina offense headed out now. And here in the first, already up to a 10-0 advantage. Young on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
2nd and 10 now. Young's going to try again. Next on the crosser. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
40-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, and sometimes things breaking the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
Shotgun snap, now to Young. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up.
Throw here, third down. He's going to run for it. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now it's Young. On target to his back, and we go Dowdle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
4 yards. That's another Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. It's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. It's a 10-0 ball game. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Time for our second quarter here, and the Panthers are thinking points. Young looking to throw. Gets himself free. And he gives himself up after a short gain.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Trying to throw this from the gun. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Seibert's kick is up and good. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
His return starts at the 5. Tricks away from one. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, no, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Thomas Jr. Incomplete. He was defended by Trayvon.
Now it's Lawrence. Out to his wideout is a screen. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and
on 3rd and 2. Here's Lawrence. Got his man. Thomas has it. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. They gain 11 on that play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
The Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Back to the line they come, second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12.
Lawrence working from the gun. Completing left side to Thomas. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Thomas Jr. A gain of 2 makes it third down and 10.
Throwing is Lawrence on third down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent. Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
The Panthers, then running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, first and 10. Now start on the ground. Dowdle. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
And the Panthers, first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Panthers.
Here's Dowdle again. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
Panthers, first down. First and 10 at the 27.
Young on the play action. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Kevin Boyd on the coverage defensively.
A second down throw for Young. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he's going to get down safely. Picked up close to 6. Nice call on his part there, but it does leave them now with a third down. Young working from the gun. And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up fourth down.
Okay, third down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
So for the third time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. This from 48 on the left hash. Seibert's kick is up and good. And that will add to their score.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range. And he's delivering.
Here's a return from the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And after that opposing score, Brock, they find themselves taking over down 16. Rolling left, buying some time. He's still going at the 30. Down to the 10. And they take this in for the score. The Jaguars fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. That, without a doubt, Brock, one of the longest scrambles that you and I have seen, and we'll probably all see for a while, and it ends in a memorable touchdown.
Yeah, we're going to see that again and again and again on replays after this game, probably on TV all week long. Fight the effort from somebody who proved he could be quite the runner when called upon.
Jaguars 7.
So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. Legets with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Panthers, then running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Play action now. Young. That pass complete to McMillan. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
18. That's good for a Panthers first down. A gain of 18 on the
Off the play fake. It's Young.
And the Panther first down.
This is Liggins working the left side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the Jaguars' 46-yard line.
They go with Dowdle on the run. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he can't get the touchdown, Brock, but plenty of yardage. He goes out down near the 10.
36 yards. And the Panthers
In the red zone on 1st. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun, Young. The Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Backed up all the way to the 17 now for 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he scores. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers push their lead to 15. It's a Bryce Young touchdown.
Just a tremendous effort. And really, this is a play where you can look at the facial expressions of the two sides and know exactly what happened. Offensively, you are smiling from ear to ear that your quarterback's a difference maker. Defensively, just demoralized that you couldn't find a way to stop that scramble.
Seibert's able to connect on that extra point. And the Panthers take a 16-point lead.
Jaguars 7.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down. And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Walker on first down. And he's got 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Hauled in by Myers. And after making a catch, he is decked quickly at the 38.
18 yards on the play. And the Jaguars first down.
First carry now, this is Bashal Tootin. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the first. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A nice gain and a first down there, Brock, on a throw that most quarterbacks would have shied away from.
You know, tight ends, these guys, about the only position that can make that look routine, fending off a couple defenders, and it's really why, Kate, they're such valuable commodities.
The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars chop some of the lead off before the half. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
And it's good, but the choice to kick there means this still is a 2-possession game in the second half.
Jaguars 14.
So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. He gets with a return here. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Dave Canales getting his Panthers out there for their next drive. And it looks likely they'll carry a 2-score advantage into that locker room. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Motion him out of the backfield left. Young on 1st and 10. Steps up, and he's running with it. And he's going to get this one on the 36-yard line. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They've got first down here from the 36. Shotgun snap now to Young. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Prior to first down, they decided to call a timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Young to throw it. Hits his running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Young looking to throw. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Sticking to the air, it's Young. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
1st and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our 3rd quarter gets underway. Starting from the 5. And he's stopped on the run back at the 27. Jacksonville has its offense out there to start this 3rd quarter. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Lawrence in the pistol. Completed over the middle. this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Just a yard left to go on second down.
Brings up second and a yard.
On the draw, it's Walker. And he'll get it up to the 44. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Lawrence with it on first. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10.
He was defended by Trayvon Merrick.
He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short.
Brings up third down.
Lawrence here running the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
And the Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 22.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, one like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless. Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
This is Walker on seconds. He sure was fighting, Brock, but in the end, just too many defenders, and they take him down behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, third down. Third and long for him here. Escapes out to the left. He will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him, had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. The Gets with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Carolina offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Now it's Young. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
The inside give to Darrell. He's hit just before he can pick up that first. So third and short coming up from the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up
third and just 2 to go. Here he is on third and short. Escapes the pocket. He's making a bid for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10.
An 8-yard pickup. First down.
From the gun, a run for Dowdle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the draw, it's Dowdle. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Up the middle, Hubbard. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Young's going to sneak it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2.
New set of downs from 37.
Panthers, first down.
From the pistol, it's Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Looking to throw, Young. Let's set up the screen, it's Hubbard. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
It's a pickup of 12 yards. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throw here, 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And he is brought down just 5 yards from the end zone.
It's a gain of
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Panthers, first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and goal. Here's Dowdle. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Dowdle again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there. But when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Jaguars have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Design run for Lawrence.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Shakes himself free. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Throwing his Lawrence on third down. He puts some air under this one, right side. He's got it inside the 10. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a lead just before the end of the third. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin-off, a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage. Big time.
So Lawrence lining the Jaguars up. They're going for two.
The Jaguars will line up.
They'll try to run it in. And he's into the end zone. Successful play there. That makes the lead 3 points.
Jaguars 29, Panthers 26.
Well, that right there, a very important 2-point conversion. Brought their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math is pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, and certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
It's Young. The throw here on first. That's McMillan with the catch out left. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Panthers who have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Here's the backup. First throw. Catch made over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Panthers.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First down. Again a throw. First down, Panthers.
Here's a give to Hubbard. Escapes a defender. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Panthers first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They're throwing it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up 2nd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Takes the 2nd down snap. That's caught. Jimmy Horn Jr. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's good for a Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
From the red zone on first. Drops back. Needs an open man. No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
Incomplete.
Back to throw. Oh no, the ball is loose. Jags pick it up. And that right there is going to be the spot they take over as they pick up a couple extra yards on the fumble return.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That second and third level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
Out now runs the Jaguars offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. So first and 10 now from the 30. Hand off to Tootin. Looks like they're getting about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
They're going play action. Brought in right side. And it'll be out of bounds right along the 40. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing off the play fake. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is second down and 18. He's dropping back to throw. Caught quickly on the slant. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Number 88.
Drive in dire straits. It's third and 9.
Makes it third and 9.
Here he goes, third and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Tootin on first and 10. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 3.
Back to throw on third down. And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's fourth down. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive block. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Now, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm. As much as that can help them breathe just a little easier on the scoreboard, it doesn't take away now any of the tension this defense is feeling. They're going to need to step up, come through with a stop right here.
Baker with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And they know they let points slip away with that fumble in the red zone, Brock. They're looking to get him back here. Panthers look just about ready. First and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. They'll try and run this. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First and 10. It's Hubbard. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
3rd and long for him here. He's going to try to drop it in, deep right. They connect on the deep shot. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
Good for Panthers. 1st down. 1st and goal, Carolina.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside.
He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers come through to tie it in the 4th. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown. I'd give half a point to the sell job of a quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lane for a touchdown just like that one.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there, and I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Down he goes. The Panthers got him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the 1st play.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Back to throw now. Looking for his back, but he will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Incomplete. Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
Back to throw it. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Jacksonville in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. They'll throw it here on 1st. He gets this one home. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
First down.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
6-yard line.
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
It's 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. He's going to throw this one. Dumped off to his running back. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Complete.
Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. Third down now, Jaguars going nickel. He'll throw it. That's caught by Hubbard. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Panthers first down. 1st and 10.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Panthers holding just a 1-point advantage. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Here's a design run. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Design quarterback run here. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage.
It's a loss of a yard.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
He's drawn up for him. So a big kick coming up for Austin Seibert. Ball in the left hash, the distance 53 yards. A kick they needed, but it's no good as it sails too far right. And they can't push the lead beyond a field goal.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Here he goes, one final shot. Trying to push deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And this victory is going to give them a nice shot at confidence as they work through the next couple of weeks and prepare for things to count coming up in Week 1. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Panthers are winners as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.